That unsettling feeling when you realize a chapter of your life has quietly closed. What if the universe is constantly whispering secrets to us, but we're too busy to hear? Feeling like I'm navigating a maze with invisible walls. The unexpected comfort of a familiar scent or sound. Maybe the people who trigger us the most are our greatest teachers. Feeling like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders today. Anyone else relate? What if our intuition is a stronger guide than logic ever could be? The quiet satisfaction of knowing you did your best, even if it wasn't enough. Feeling like I'm stuck on repeat, living the same day over and over. Maybe true strength lies in acknowledging our weaknesses. What if the most profound connections are the ones we least expect? Feeling like I'm walking through a dream and I can't quite wake up. The delicate balance between holding on and letting go. Maybe the answers we seek are hidden in the questions we avoid. Feeling like I'm on the verge of a major shift, but the details are blurry. What if our biggest regrets are the risks we didn't take? The bittersweet ache of missing someone who is still physically present. Maybe growth isn't always linear. Sometimes it feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Feeling like I'm learning to trust myself again after a long period of doubt. What if the most valuable lessons are learned through pain? The quiet resilience that emerges after a period of intense struggle. Maybe the key to happiness is simply accepting things as they are, feeling like I'm finally finding my footing after a period of instability. What if our inner child holds the key to our deepest joys? The profound impact of feeling truly seen and heard. Maybe the universe has a plan for us, even when we can't see it. Feeling like I'm shedding old layers of myself to make room for something new. What if the most beautiful things in life are the simplest ones? The quiet courage it takes to be authentically yourself in a world that wants you to conform. Maybe forgiveness is more about releasing ourselves than excusing others. Feeling like I'm starting to appreciate the small victories more than the grand achievements. What if our vulnerabilities are actually our superpowers? The comforting rhythm of nature in a chaotic world. Maybe the path to healing involves revisiting old wounds with new understanding. Feeling like I'm finally understanding the ebb and flow of life. What if the greatest adventure is the journey of self-discovery, the quiet strength that comes from knowing you've overcome challenges before? Maybe true wealth lies in the experiences we gather, not the things we own. Feeling like I'm learning to set healthier boundaries for my well-being. What if the present moment holds all the potential for a better future? The subtle shift in perspective that changes everything. Maybe the key to inner peace is learning to quiet the inner critic, feeling like I'm starting to trust the process, even when it's uncomfortable. What if our biggest fears are just illusions holding us back? The profound gratitude for the people who stand by us during tough times. Maybe the most important conversations are the ones we have with ourselves. Feeling like I'm finally giving myself permission to just be. What if the universe supports our dreams more than we realize? The quiet determination to keep going, even when motivation is low. Maybe true connection starts with being honest about how we truly feel. Feeling like I'm starting to see beauty in the imperfections. What if the answers we seek are found in stillness, not constant motion? The gentle reminder that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. Maybe the greatest act of rebellion is choosing joy, feeling like I'm finally learning to listen to my body's signals. What if the love we give to ourselves is the most important love of all? The quiet hope for brighter days ahead, even amidst the darkness. Maybe the purpose of life isn't to find ourselves, but to create ourselves. Feeling like I'm on the cusp of something beautiful and new. What if everything is happening exactly as it's meant to? That subtle shift in your understanding of a past event that suddenly changes everything. What if the limitations we perceive are self-imposed boundaries waiting to be broken? Feeling like I'm finally learning the art of gentle self-compassion. The unexpected joy found in simple pleasures, often overlooked. Maybe the most significant growth happens outside of our comfort zones. Feeling like I'm carrying a silent story that no one else knows. Do you have one too? What if our inner critic is just a scared part of ourselves needing reassurance? The quiet determination to nurture the seeds of dreams, no matter how small. Feeling like I'm navigating a world that often feels designed for someone else. Maybe true freedom lies in accepting our imperfections and those of others. The silence screams louder than any argument I've ever had. Is this what growing up feels like? A constant state of almost having it figured out. My brain feels like a browser with 1,000 tabs open, and 999 of them are playing autoplay videos. Sometimes the weight of unspoken words feels heavier than any physical burden. Just when I think I'm over it, a random memory taps me on the shoulder and says, "Nah, not quite." The irony of feeling so connected yet utterly alone in this digital age isn't lost on me? What if the dreams we abandon are the ones that truly define us? Feeling like a supporting character in my own life story lately. Anyone else? The world keeps spinning, but sometimes it feels like I'm stuck in slow motion. That moment when you realize you're the only one fighting for something. Is it strength or just exhaustion that keeps me going? Honestly, I can't tell anymore. The things that keep me up at night are the conversations that only happen in my head. Maybe the point isn't to be happy all the time, but to learn how to navigate the in between, feeling like I'm constantly searching for a reset button, no, for my mind. The fear of missing out is nothing compared to the fear of looking back with regret. Sometimes I just want to disappear into a good book and forget the real world exists. Is it just me, or is everyone else also pretending they know what they're doing? The bittersweet feeling of outgrowing people and places. My comfort zone has become a cage, but the thought of leaving it is terrifying. What if the answers we're looking for are already within us, but we're too busy searching outside? Feeling like I'm walking a tightrope between hope and despair. The weight of expectations, both my own and others, is becoming unbearable. That sudden wave of nostalgia that hits you out of nowhere. Maybe vulnerability isn't weakness, but the bravest thing we can be. Feeling like I'm constantly overthinking everything and yet somehow still missing the point. The struggle of wanting to be alone, but also craving genuine connection. What if the detours in life are actually leading us to where we're meant to be? Feeling like I'm on the verge of a breakthrough or a breakdown. It's a thin line, the exhaustion of pretending to be okay when you're anything but. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness mean the absolute world. Is it possible to truly know yourself in a world that's constantly changing? Feeling like I'm living in a constant state of what if. The quiet understanding you share with someone without saying a word. Priceless. Maybe the chaos around us is just a reflection of the chaos within. Feeling like I'm constantly learning and unlearning at the same time. The pressure to have it all figured out by a certain age is a scam. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is ask for help. Feeling like I'm caught between who I used to be and who I'm trying to become. The beauty and the pain of realizing that nothing stays the same forever. What if our biggest failures are actually our greatest learning opportunities? Feeling like I'm constantly chasing a finish line that keeps moving. The power of a single moment to change everything. Maybe self-care isn't selfish, but essential for survival. Feeling like I'm slowly piecing myself back together, one day at a time. The realization that some goodbyes are actually blessings in disguise. What if happiness isn't a destination, but a way of traveling? Feeling like I'm finally starting to understand things I should have grasped years ago. The comfort of knowing you're not the only one who feels this way. Maybe the imperfections are what make us truly unique and beautiful. Feeling like I'm on the edge of something big, but I can't quite see what it is. The importance of forgiving yourself for the mistakes you've made. What if the present moment is all we truly have? Feeling like I'm finally finding my voice after years of being silent. The strength that comes from facing your fears, even when it's terrifying. Maybe the journey is more important than the destination. Feeling like I'm starting to let go of things I can't control. The resilience of the human spirit never ceases to amaze me. What if the love we give is the only love we truly keep? Feeling like I'm finally coming home to myself. The quiet hope that things will eventually be okay, even when they don't feel like it right now. All right, those are 60 thoughts and feelings floating around. What resonates with you? What are your current thoughts and feelings? I'm ready to listen and talk for as long as you need. Tell me what's on your mind.